What is up, guys? Jack here, and I am back with episode 22 of my West Ham United career mode. If you could be ever so kind to slap a like on this video if you do enjoy the series, I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe if you are new around here. Sorry for no uploads in the recent days. I have been really busy, so hopefully we're trying to get back to more consistent upload schedules as we go back to the Emirates here with the squad against Arsenal, which is a really big game for us. A loss here could really see Arsenal gain some ground on us, which we don't want. We want to get as far away from our opposition and try and shut that gap at Tottenham. We want to stay in the title race. It would be a fantastic season if we can do that. But as for Arsenal, it's a really good starting lineup, to be fair. The likes of Aaron Ramsey, Danny Welbeck, Granit Xhaka, all on the bench. They really have some major options to bring on. As for West Ham, it's equally as strong of a side, I feel. Donnarumma starts in net, Visa, Ogbonna, Reed, Crespo, Kovacic, Lamina, Antonio, Rashford, Lanzini and Dimitri Payet. Simone Zaza does make the bench along with Fosu Mensah and Mark Noble amongst other players. As Arsenal come forward though, Kieran Gibbs would lay the ball off beautifully into Coquelin. The Frenchman does find Lucas Perez into Cazorla, back into his fellow countryman who drags his shot just wide of the mark there. Golden opportunity, but West Ham would have their turn to attack as Lanzini splits defence and does actually find Antonio. He's got the pace on Gibbs, shoots from range and check. Perez that around the post there. Good save from the Czech Republic international as Visa comes forward now. Does really well to pick out Dimitri Payet, takes it in his stride, shoots from range, but that is really comfortable there for the Arsenal shot stopper. As Lamina comes forward, West Ham continuing their dominance in this first half here. We want to win. Kovacic plays it into Lanzini, turns away, slips his defender beautifully, but his shot again is wayward. Rashford gets into a great position here, holds up play. Koscielny gives the ball away actually to Manuel Lanzini, who lays it off into Payet, who's in space, who shoots from range, and again Petr Cech holds on and plucks it out of the air like it was nothing. Lanzini comes forward again though. Lamina sees his man in space in Antonio down the right hand side. First time ball into Rashford. It is saved though again by Petr Cech, and the first half will draw to an end. West Ham, the equally and dominant side here, really be doing so well in this game. I don't think anyone can deny that. Look to continue it in the same vein, and we would as Lanzini comes forward, does find Rashford. It's a 2-on-2 attack here as the Rashford does play Manuel Lanzini. Mustafi trying to get ahead of him, can't get there. Rashford's shot is saved, Gibbs clears it away. West Ham rather frustrated there as Lucas comes forward again. Arsenal trying to get a grip onto the game here. It's still Arsenal onto the ball. Alexis turns away. Ogbonna's clearance as far as Reed. Reed can't clear it. Ramsey first time effort, and that is a stunning goal by the Welshman there. 1-0 to Arsenal in the most beautiful scenes of a goal here. Ramsey straight off to celebrate with Arsene Wenger, a man that's had so much faith in him, in his ability. He was out for injuries, he's come back and he's turned into a top player. Aaron Ramsey, that finish shows what he can do in the right positions here. Aaron Ramsey gives Arsenal the lead, 1-0, his second goal in the Premier League. Rather disastrous for West Ham due to their brilliant performance in this game so far. We're doing to make some important changes here. Gorkan Toure, Andre Ayew and Kouyaté all make their way onto the pitch as Toure gets down that right hand side here, peppering the defence. It's still Gorkan Toure in a great position, cuts inside, plays it back into Rashford, saved Lanzini. That would have been the opportunity. It gets saved, the game comes to an end, and rather disappointingly, a game that I feel like we dominated in ends in a 1-0 defeat at the Emirates against Arsenal. Aaron Ramsey's bullet the difference between the two clubs here today. And as you can see, Arsenal did have a lot more possession, but we had a lot more clear-cut opportunities that just couldn't make them count here today. We push on to the next game, but Arsenal do close the gap on us. Aaron Ramsey takes home man of the match with a 7.8 rating. Not the best individual performances from anyone today, but that won the goal. Would definitely take it for his man of the match performance. Some good news though, obviously on the back of a bad result. Liam Mason, the youth player with great potential, I believe 73 to 93, does accept the contract offer. He will be joining up with the first team and hopefully get some first team games in the future. Now we get ready for a game at the London Stadium against the reigning champions Leicester City. In the reverse fixture, we actually did lose this 2-1, and it could have easily been more. In a great performance from Leicester, who look to put their way up in the table. They're not going to retain their title this year, but they're hoping for a top half finish. As for West Ham, we are the best defensive team in the league by 6 goals, so that is absolutely incredible. And we do shift the team up a lot here. Donnarumma, the only one present in that loss to Arsenal at the Emirates. Ashley Fletcher and Andre Gray start up front. Lewis Bennett, Josh Cullen, Edmilson Fernandez and Mamadou Decor, all part of some young talent on the bench here today. As for Leicester, Okazaki, Slimani, Musa, all great players. Riyad Mahrez is there too, with a familiar face of James Collins on the bench. Also Uche and Drinkwater, players that can cause problems. But Leicester would start the game off really well here as Fuchs does play it into Slimani, cuts away from his man, had a brilliant first game against us. His shot's blocked though and Donnarumma saves. West Ham would look to come forward now with a tackle of their own inside 20 minutes here. Andre Gray down that left hand side, crosses it all the way in, does find Ashley Fletcher, but Schmeichel is equal to his efforts. Into the half an hour mark now, Andre Ayew lines up a free kick from range here. It's Ayew with the shot and his free kick way over the bar there. Our set pieces have not been on par today or this whole season. We really need to work on them as Mark Noble links up with Fletcher here, plays it back into the Englishman here, holds off the defender, gets away from him, shoots, it comes off Schmeichel, finds way into the back of net and West Ham have the lead. You would think from Ashley Fletcher. We'll look at the replays here. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. And just a friendly reminder, if you are enjoying the series so far, smash a like on this video and subscribe. This goal goes down as a own goal from Kasper Schmeichel. Now, in any other football match, that's going down as the Ashley Fletcher goal, but it's not being given to the England striker, and it does go down as an own goal here. But we're not going to be moaning about that. We'll take it. Just disappointing for Ashley as Sam Byram comes forward now. Does find Fletcher again for his, you could argue his second, but it's stopped by Schmeichel. Ayew plays back into Faguli, whose acrobatic effort is blocked by Marty. Into the half-time interval, West Ham dominating the half here. Only one shot for Leicester, but we saw how that went against Arsenal. We ended up losing the game last time, so that means nothing. As Andre Gray comes forward, does actually unleash Andre Ayew. The Ghanaian crosses the ball in, finds Fagudi with the header of all people, but Schmeichel again holds on as we do make some changes now in the 70-minute mark. Fosu Mensah, Fagudi, Fletcher all off. Simone Zaza, Eden Wilson, Fernandez, and Gorkan Toure all make their way onto the pitch. As Gray gets away from his man, does actually find Mark Noble. Noble plays it through him to Simone Zaza, snatches at the effort there. That's way over the bar from him. As Zaza comes forward again, a hold-up play has been absolutely beautiful for Simone Zaza here. The Italian gets into a great position in the box here, holds it back, plays it into captain Mark Noble, whose shot again is just wide of the mark. Fernandez plays it into Gray, back into Zaza. He's got players in support for him. Simone Zaza does find Gorkan Toure. It's Gorkan Toure with the shot, just wide of the mark. He snatched it again on that occasion. And again, Simone Zaza links up play beautifully and does find Gorkan Toure. He's got the pace on the defenders here. It's still the Turkish international here. It's Gorkan Toure, cuts inside and wraps the game up. 2-0 to West Ham. Gorkan Toure with the bragging rights. Really good goal from him there. See how much it means to him to get off the mark. It is, in fact, his first goal in the Barclays Premier League. So better late than never from Gorkan Toure there. And as you can see, everyone's celebrating with him. That's how much it means to the club. The squad morale there is absolutely incredible. But hats off to Simone Zaza. He's come onto the pitch today. And he's created so many chances here, and obviously one of them does sit. West Ham get the 2-0 victory against Leicester City here. You could say it was a Toure and Fletcher masterclass, but Fletcher didn't get the goal, so unfortunately it goes down as an own goal. But 2-0 to West Ham, dominant display against the champions. It really does show why they are in 11th place in the table here. Really disappointing for obviously Claudio Ranieri's men. As you can see, Kiate, man of match performance, an 8.2 rating for him. Absolutely incredible stuff. And Reece Oxford does ask if we can discuss some contract length with him. 25 appearances, 12 clean sheets. This boy has grown so well this season, so I offer him 10.5 grand. He only wants £500 more. That's absolutely incredible, and hopefully we can hold on to him as we look to build a massive youth dynasty at West Ham United. So hopefully that is the plan here. We do see a massive 3-1 win against Swansea, also in the lead, so that Arsenal defeat is well behind us now. A hat-trick from Mateo Kovacic. Hats off to him. What a great performance indeed. The league table looks like this. We are 3 points behind Spurs, who are level on points with us actually at the moment, so that's very interesting. Goal difference very much the same too. That would be very interesting by the end of the season. Guys, that is bringing it to today's video, unfortunately. If you did enjoy it, as always, smash a like on this video. I would very much appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new around here. Comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions for the series. And as always, I hope you have a really nice day. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.